Hello, welcome to the video. Before I get to editing it and before you get to seeing it, let me just point out that this video was recorded on October 2nd, 2024, and as of now, it is the last video that I recorded chronologically. I'll be back to this game, but there will be a time jump. So yeah, enjoy. Alright, so one thing I can do before I actually, get back to where I once was, is to get some more dialogue. That's a thing I can do. Oh, what are you doing out in this miserable downpour? Impressive fountain, isn't it? I'm sure we'd be able to appreciate more if we weren't both getting drenched. That night up there was an important one. The plague here mentions its sacrifice. The plague, not plague. Which carries something of an ominous tone. Probably met some sort of a horrible end, though it sounds like the knight's goal might have been achieved in the process. In all the relics I've collected, I've yet to find a clue as to what that was. What's your dream dialogue, by the way? Who are you, Mr. Knight? Why no mention beyond your fountain? Sounds like something embarrassing. Anyway, I actually want a lot more geo, so I'll be selling stuff ideally right now. Let's start with the arcane eggs so I can do the rest of screen. Yeah. An arcane egg, eh? Now this is an ancient thing. These relics are the prize of my profession. There's knowledge hidden within, though it's very difficult, painstaking work to extract. One large understanding can be gleaned though. The civilization may claim itself the first, but something else did exist within this place before Helmrest. Each egg offers a narrow glimpse into that forgotten age. Another arcane egg? It's a rare chance to own two of these. I'll be the envy of all of my colleagues, though my purse is feeling much lighter for it. These eggs are the most desired find from time before Helmrest, but they're not the only remnants of that age. You may have come upon them, those old statues that seem a store for soul. They do prove its existence, though in a larger, cruder form. A third arcane egg? You're an exceptional explorer to have found so many. An egg is a perfect protective form. In Helmrest, we use stone journals or tablets, our text engraved up. These eggs are far more secure. The records are stored within. In fear of damaging the eggs, I'm only able to access the outer layer. But it's clear those in distant paths could somehow access information stored even deeper within. If only I could find a way to do so. Just think of the discoveries to be made. And last one, in the whole game. A fourth arcane egg. I wouldn't have believed it possible. I've never met a bug with your knack for uncovering this kingdom's treasures. You must have some sort of sense about you. Or maybe these eggs are somehow drawn to you. My fellows have claimed there's a will of sorts within each egg, that each seeks its own bearer, or rejects them. That'd be a subtle power indeed, and I remain skeptical. Relic seekers are prone to confusing facts with fable. And yeah, I'm gonna get a lot more geo now. As looking at Wiki, I realized that there are 8 King's idols in this game, and I managed to find all of them without selling any, which is quite impressive. But yeah, I'm gonna be getting Unbreakable Charms, finishing White Defender once again, and then actually progress. Wouldn't that be great, right? Jesus, this took a while. Okay, just like one more thing, I think. Okay. Alright. White Defender dead 5 times, Grey Prince Zote dead 10 times, Path of Pain finished, Gunter's Mark obtained, and I have more journal entries than before because I have killed both Radiant and Hollow Knight, which didn't exactly happen before. I also have Minderbug somewhere in here, but I'm kinda lazy to scroll all the way up. Yeah, whatever, I'm most of the way there already. There's a faster way to do this. Okay, Minderbug, wonderful. I haven't been inside the house, but that doesn't matter. So let's just go. There's only in fact 6 to 8 the journal entries. I'm not sure about the specific numbers. It's probably 6, but what do I know? And I have 107% completion as of now. and it's entirely possible I'll be able to get 112 in this video. That's very far from where I plan on stopping. So, a cocoon chained with a simple lock. Use simple key? Yes. Well, that's odd. 108. Collected the God Tuner. Device that resonates with beings of great power. Seek the gods of Hellenest. Tune their power. Through their strength, ascend. And I can go to no way to inspect. Okay. So, this is another dream realm, so to speak, similar to White Palace, with one difference. Multiple differences. There's this intro. So. Blasphemy! Rank blasphemy! Thou crawler, thou cringer, thou smallest of the small. By what right dost thou trespass here, in this home of the gods? Shrivel away and be gone. Be gone. Do I get the title screen? Or do I have to, like, God home? Yeah, the difference between this area and White Palace is that instead of having some, you know, platforming thrown at you, you instead have gods thrown at you. Which is what this game calls bosses. And dying inside doesn't actually kill you, which means there's no reason to be worried. There's a group of challenges that you can do here. Some of them require killing specific bosses, and because I postponed this a lot, I should have the 3 of these unlocked. The 4th one, as you can see up there, 3 markers, requires completing these 3. But first of all, I'm gonna sit on a bench. Is this a setup I can work with? I'm pretty sure this is a setup I'm tempted to use Soul a lot. So yeah, let's challenge the Pantheon of the Master. Well, hope they don't regenerate. Wretch, thou hast ordained thine own destruction. Through sacred combat are we attuned to this kingdom's greatest beings. By entering this gate thou hast challenged the very gods of the kingdom. Dost thou consider thyself the equal of the Sun Pantheon, of its masters? Draw thy weapon then, full of fools, and be damned for thy arrogance. I guess I am full of fools by finishing the Colosseum. Vengefly King. It's not very difficult. Well. Okay. Psst. Oh my god. Finally. That was quite awkward. Anyway. Next please. Grossmother. Well, there's not a lot of commentating I can do. But yeah. Okay. Let's do False Knight. Okay. We can see that the arena changes, but the audience remains the same. With Godseeker sitting on the throne. Ah. Massive Moss Charger. Well, this boss is not exactly hard either. Yep. Quick slash does that. Sometimes. Hornet 1. Okay. Actually, I want to stagger you because you have a Dreamnail dialogue in here. Do you haunt my dreams or I yours? There's actually a lore explanation for this. There are some beings that are analogous to what we call gods, higher beings, that in here realize what is happening, while not everyone does. And because Hornet is the daughter of Pale King, who is a higher being, she's effectively a demigod. For example, Grim is familiar with what is going to be happening here very well. I'm gonna Dreamnail him too, but probably not all the others, because a lot of them are going to be more complicated, and I also don't know of anyone else who's interesting like that. God, I hate Gorp. That was a sick dodge. It's like that Radiance's sword attack, kinda. When you think about it. I just no-hit White Guardian, so this is not going to be exactly complicated, especially since you actually stagger. Okay, I eat my own words. Twice already. 3 times? Let me heal up. Okay. Well, this is not going well. Nice. If you watch Godseeker, something relatively funny will happen. Yeah. Godseeker actually turns towards the falling tank defender. Not the strongest of enemies. It's actually fought 4 times in the game, because it's twice in the last Colosseum trial and twice in Soul Sanctum. Yeah, not particularly challenging. But, you know, it's fine. I haven't actually been in a God Home yet on Steel Soul, so this is a first, and I like seeing the little thing separating my soul thing. I can probably look into files to see what's that called, but, you know, don't have to. You can also notice that the arenas are pretty similar to what they are when fighting the bosses. For example, Venturefly King had no walls, other bosses had, and for example here, Brooding Molech has an elevated platform in the middle, although I don't think the elevation is quite the same as it is in Forgotten Crossroads. Or in Colosseum, for that matter, because it's not cultivated there at all. And this is already it. You have Dreamnail dialogue? You have. Oh, gods of Hellrest, show us that, show us your mind, show us your might. We shall attune ourselves to thee and ascend ever higher. Listen. Why hast thou crept into this pantheon, O meager one? The noise of thine wriggling creates such much discord, drowning out the godly resonance we attune ourselves to. Dost thou mean to thwart our sacred goal? Dost envy drive thou to such madness? We pray that the gods of this kingdom punish thee, obliterate thee, utterly destroy thee. Creep on, meager one, and may the gods utterly destroy thee. Well, Nail Master Oro. Yep. You don't get to start that nail art. Oh, that was fast. Oh, of course. The brothers Oro and Matu. I was gonna say Nail Masters, but apparently the Brotherhood is more important. I haven't used the spell like at all. Just realized. Okay, I got hit. Devastating. Twice. This is getting old. Okay. Oh my god, can you stop that? What's that? Well, I know what that is, but it just hasn't been done a lot. What did I do? I was stuck with myself. That's fine. And well fought. Bowing. Bronze, I don't know what that is. Sigil. 9 minutes, 2 seconds. You get slow run if you complete it with one of those bindings, and you get the golden one if you do it with all of them at once. I'm not doing that. Well, I'm not doing golden. I'm probably going to be doing silver because there's another reason to do that, to do the bindings. And what the bindings do is that nail reverts your nail to the old nail, as in you will not have any of the nail upgrades from the nailsmith, but you'll still be able to use some charms that, for example, increase distance or attack speed, or of course nail arts. I think you use nail arts. I'm not sure if you'll use nail arts. That's fine. Whatever. Shell reduces the amount of masks you have to 4. Less than what you start with. Charms just disables all of them, and soul limits your soul vessel so that you can only have enough soul for one casting. I'm not doing that quite yet. I'm probably going to be doing this off screen because it's going to take quite a long time, and I would prefer to, get over this. Actually, I should have left. I'm going to leave actually after getting this because there's dialogue. Thou most ungrateful of blemishes, the gods in their great mercy allow thee to escape their pantheon alive. Yet, still thee think to destine self against their might? Doom thyself then, that we may resume our focus and ascend our minds ever higher. I actually have to leave. I'm not sure how to. You're going to make it very complicated for me to leave, aren't you? Nah, missed. Clown. Does this send me? Okay, this sends me outside. I was worried I would have to go back to junk pit because I haven't actually unlocked that one path, one shortcut. So, annoying. But yeah, dialogue. Because we woke up. Hallowed, land, tune, gods. That was worthwhile. Let's continue. 0. Okay. Oh my god. This is annoying. Okay. Unpleasant experience. Crystal Guardian. This is going to be very awkward. Very, okay. Okay. Very anticlimactic. Soul Master. Get a load of that spell. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Oh my god. Nice. Who's next? Oh, Bulbous. Probably the scariest boss of this Pantheon, especially since I don't have my soul as opposed to how I usually have to fight them in the Colosseum. I probably should have been counting the hits to keep them more or less tired. Okay, I like this one. Well, I need something easier. Thank you. Perfect, actually. Still a banger. One of the best songs in the game. One of the best boss fights too, but not my favorite. I like Nightmare King Grim a lot. Time to heal up. Not a lot of time though. That's a lot more time. Well, not a lot more time. Less time actually, but you know, more time. Okay. Well. Oh, that shocked me. That was well timed. Nice. Still respect. Respectful and experience indeed. Can I dreamnail you? Nope. Marmu. Okay, that left me in a lot more hurt than I would have hoped. Oh god. Oh my god. Apart from that one first attempt, I think I've been doing pretty well against Nosk. It's just that, you know, it's still incredibly annoying. Okay, should have dashed through rather than away. I thought you were going upstairs. Okay. Not like this. Okay, like this, I guess. Fine, whatever. Okay, sure. 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 God, I hate this boss fight. But I survived better. What's next? Alright. Oh, rematch. Part 2. Okay. You go upstairs. Nope. Come here. Goodbye. I don't like the implications of Nosk being a dog. Not one bit. Okay. Full HP, good a bit of soul. Well, this is just sad. I mean, yeah. What else was I supposed to be doing? I mean, I could have used a spell, it would be dying a bit faster, but now I have soul. And I don't need it because Broken Vessel is also great. Out. Does Broken Vessel have that slashing attack, or is it just low skin? I'm not sure. Okay, I was hoping I would do a slightly better job at dodging that. But I'm fine. Do you have that animation, or are we going? Nice, that gives me a lot of time to heal here. Something to keep in mind when I continue. Okay, already here. Ah, will the gods not relieve us of this troublesome speck? How it hits us, seeing this form raise its filthy weapon to the gods. That was like beyond like speck. The gods of this pantheon, for a purpose beyond our understanding, allow you amongst them. Truly, the divine punishment they must be planning for you will be beyond our reckoning. Prepare thyself. Prepare thyself. What else do you have to say? Thou canst not linger here, O coward, O cowards. Step forth and receive thine holy punishment. I can someone show us your might, you shall tune yourself and attune you will higher. Shio. Painting the Godseeker. Great details. Certainly makes it more understandable why he went to pursue art, because that is cool. And the attacks are even color-coded, so that you can, you know... Well, I don't know if it's exactly useful. I should be using spells a lot more. And he staggers, unlike Nail Masters. Okay. Also, I'm pretty sure in that name tag it called him Paint Master rather than Nail Master. You know, the artist. Okay. This is actually quite hard. That was a sick dodge. Another journal entry. Fine. This should be fast, right? It's not. Yeah, well, not a lot, but yeah. That makes do. Let's actually read the journal entries. Also, this is 110%. So you know, Nail Masters Oro and Mato, brothers of the nail, trained in a combat by the Grey Nail Sage. Gods by toil and nail bound, brothers sworn to guard the weak. Masters of the sacred ground, help us find the God we seek. Prayer to the masters. Skilled and respected master of the nail, always eager to learn new things. O God inspired master of arts, whose work shall eternally endure. Pure beyond our minds and hearts, reveal to us the God most pure. Pure, okay. Pantheon of the Sage. I just noticed there's a subtitle of that just tells you something about the gods. I didn't read it until now. Whoops. I didn't get the dialogue. Lowly brute, blindness of worms, again these challenge the gods. What divine whim has granted thee the strength to endure the presence where no others may stand? Find it, struggle it, and keenly shall we listen to thy distraction. For thy distraction. I don't think Hive Knight will let me leave. He did not. Actually, he has stagger, so I can just... Get staggered, idiot. Thank you. See ya later. Creeper, did thee wake us? Revived this kingdom, these gods, tuned and bested, gleaming in mind, bright, sharp, and this, our form swells, large, nay, immense, majestic, hibernation, so long forced upon us, yet the shell, the result is strong, so strong. Thine gaze is adoring, ye must think us godly, amusing, foolish, but thou art faced with enormity and beauty true. Sure, beauty. Seek the god of wealth and power. Well, that's giving it away. Hive Knight. B. Actually, I'm not sure if the enemies are bees or wasps. Well, they have a queen, so I think both have queens actually, so that doesn't tell me anything. Even ants have queens. Even humans have queens. Where was I? And this time he explodes instead of bowing. I guess it's loyal to the queen, not to the god. You know. The God Seeker. I could be spending soul on this, but I don't have to. That's the beauty. I dislike how he teleports. It's slow. If you could just move rapidly, but still teleport, that'd be better. And collector. Another traumatic experience, or a reminder of such. I mean, actually, off screen, I even managed to die to Girl's mother, so let's probably not talk about that. Yeah, my off-screen shenanigans were a lot worse than what has gotten to you, my dear viewers. How much HP do you have? I have max nail. Oh god. Can at least get staggered. And they don't even let me heal like they normally do, because you actually need to finish him off before he... I don't know. Turns it all liquid. Goddamer, one of my least favorite bosses. And it's following Collector. That's great. Oh god. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I don't think I explained it, but the trick to this boss is that you can just ignore the actual tamer. You can just kill the beast, god, whatever. Has there been a break yet? I would like a break. Okay, okay, okay. I very much dislike this Bandiano. But you know, if the annoying bosses are here, they won't be in the 4th Pantheon. So that's nice. Silver lining. Steel lining, I guess. Can I? I can't. Not even those. I'm exploring the arena, if you don't mind. Another thing I've neglected to mention. In White Palace, if you remember that workshop room where there was a mold of the minions that wear armor in White Palace. There actually was... You know, there's actually a pretty common theory that Collector is was supposed to be one of the servants. Something drove him mad. Hard to say what. Well, that was a lot smoother. Can I dream you, please? Nope. Okay. He's bowing. A charming ritual. A pleasure. All about rituals, my dude. It's a shame he doesn't bow to me though. Okay. That didn't quite work out. Worked out. I'm actually going to help. Is there no bench? Because I fought quite a lot of bosses. Or is it after Grim? Because that would mean there's quite a lot of bosses to go. 5. I don't know what bosses are left, to be honest. Galen, probably. Among the few. Yeah, I can't think of any others. Okay, there's a bench. Umu, probably. And yeah, Galleon, called it. Okay. Who else? Oh, Grey Prince Zote. I thought it was in the fourth one. If you were to not fight Great Prince Zote and actually leave him to die by not saving him, you would not have to do this. Although I wanted full completion, so I am. There's quite a lot of journal entries in that. Forgot how. Well, at least it doesn't do 10 masks of damage. Or 8, whatever. I'm used to having longer nail against him, I think. So this is unfortunate. But Shaman Stone is nice. Why did it? Nice. Crazy to me how this guy managed to get in the Pantheon. Or got home. Umu, called it. That might be the last one. And the problem now is that you don't get Quirrell to help you. Yeah, this part is a lot more annoying. Oh, this would be terrible without his Master. Oh god. Well. That went as poorly as it could have. That went way better. Please something easy. Something where I can heal. Hornet 2, I also thought she would be in the 4th Pantheon. Oh my god. Well, I can heal here. I'll give them that. Oh my god. Wait, where Watcher is going to be, here or the next one? Because I don't want to fight those. I guess I can probably manage. I'll just be very insufferable. Oh my god. I didn't dream it ahead this time, but it's fine. Is it the end? It is. Well, great. I'm not ready. Not ready at all. Thou art painfully persistent. Why dost thou defile this pantheon with thine presence? Seek glory, O vain one. Thou misunderstand our purpose. Through ritual combat are we attuned to the voices of the gods. They capitalize the first letter of whichever word they use to refer to themselves. Sure. Ever higher do they lead us, higher and higher and higher, until true godly focus do we attain communion with the great power sleeping in the kingdom's heart. Dost thou understand our words? Will thee allow thyself to be destroyed by the gods of this pantheon? Will thee allow us to resume our sacred attunement? Well, at least they somewhat respect me now. The Sage of the Great Nail. Sure. I don't understand how anyone's supposed to fight this. I mean, I could be very patient and just wait for the ends of the attack to actually hit him, but I don't think that will work out great for me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well. Sure. Does he have angry eyebrows? You see this, right? Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, I didn't actually want to show this part yet, but I guess I have to. You see, there's a bottom floor. Here we have a sea. A Godseeker looking at the mind of sea, apparently. It doesn't give soul. And there's two doors. One of them I'll get some other time. The other is the Hall of Gods. In Hall of Gods you can train bosses. It doesn't actually show you because I'm going too fast, but trust me, there are bosses. And I've unlocked all of them except 3. I thought Grey Prince was upstairs. Whatever. And yeah, not all of them. For example, we have the brothers and a lot of other bosses. Lot of other bosses. There's actually a list here. 4 bosses missing? No, that. Oh, right. Okay, that makes sense. So, the notches will change color depending on how you beat the bosses. You can do them on attuned difficulty, which looks very simple. It's just more or less an accurate representation of what they are like in-game. Arena of a similar size, similar shape, and they just fight. I would like this to go a lot faster, by the way. To unlock a boss in Hall of Gods, you have to fight it once, with the exception of Hollow Knight, who is not here at all, and Radiance, who's also not here. One, after attuned is Ascended difficulty, which is unlocked by default, but you know. And on Ascended difficulty, you will get, the boss will get more HP, harder arena, and you will take double damage from all sources. So if I jump into the spikes, I will take double damage again. Similar if I was overcharmed. If I were to be overcharmed here, and a boss would deal 2 damage by default, on Ascended difficulty, I would take 8 masks of damage. Which is second, which is, you know, yeah, the highest amount of damage is probably, well, insta-kill, and then there's also 14 masks, well, 16 masks, by fighting the last tier of Creep and Zote while overcharmed. I don't think that's exactly survivable. And the last difficulty is Radiant, where you have to do the bows know it. This gives you an opportunity to train for the Pantheons, because otherwise you will have to, well, there's no other place to find the Nail Masters, for example. And yeah, there's actually descriptions of them. This empty god stands at a Pantheon's peak, and there are 2 doorways. This is unlocked later on. This is unlocked once you beat all of the bosses. All of the bosses on any difficulty, and it will give you a special journal entry. And that's not all. And oh, I have to break them free, I thought. Okay. Challenge. No one in the audience. Zote the Mighty. Simple enough, right? You would think that. And he's gone. Except he doesn't stay on the ground. And it's not over. The eternal ordeal. One Zote dead. The music is absolutely terrible. All is well done, but you know, I hate it. And some of these enemies are just made up. I don't think they have journal entries though. I don't have appropriate charm setup for this, so... well, you know, after I show all the unique Zotes, I will just show what happens when you max it out. I might show the ending, but I will not show every single attempt. Okay, well, not even halfway there, and I'm almost dead. They actually let me heal here? Why would they do that? And, okay. Do you move or do you just stay there? Okay. Well, this should be a free kill, right? Well, I think this is all the unique Zotes. That immobile one was the last one. Okay. I actually need to kill you because you prevent healing. Like, obsessively. Oh, this is actually... And he drains soul. What are you? I don't even remember you. Well, 43 out of 56. 57, I think. 58? Whatever is the number of presets. So let me just get different charm setup. Because I will not be using nail arts in this. Okay, I'm tempted. But no, I'll probably get something else. Spell Twister, that sounds great. I haven't used spells a lot, and I've kind of found a liking in them. Well, in these playthroughs. So yeah, let's do that. Can you stop dodging? You annoy me. Don't take it. Don't take it now. Perfect. I like how he gets stuck on the wall because he can't go through. Anyway. He coughed right now. In that... The OST includes coughing. Coughing. Whatever. Anyway, exactly what I mean. I'm on 1 hour of recording. Jesus Christ, how did it happen? What bit of hell did they crawl out from? Oh, god damn it. And I gotta endure this for so long. Second-hand embarrassment is being felt right now. Is being felt. Am I the first person to ever use that? What do you mean two at the same time? Oh my god. Are you seriously going to get... make me go get live blood? Hive blood, not live blood. Live blood would be a terrible idea. Oh my god. This is looking pretty good. Okay. This is criminal. How do they keep sending two at the same time? He trains it so fast, what the hell? Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't notice that falling. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, it's golden now. I think it's 52 apparently, whatever. So, what is that? Apart from getting golden statue, which you obviously want, is that in extras there's menu style. Grim Troop, Lifeblood, Godmaster, Infected, which I think is obtained from beating the game, as opposed to all the other ones which are based on the expansion you have. Void, which might be, you know, which might be the other two endings. Steel Soul, obvious, and Eternal Ordeal, which gets its own theme. Void Heart, Classic, Hidden Dreams, Grim Troop. Let's switch things up and go for Void. Looks amazing. And I would like to point out that apart from 2 Pantheons, I have the same progress on this 16-hour playtime than on the first one, and it's actually 1 minute shorter than the one below that. Doing pretty good. And I think I'm gonna cut this off here because I'm getting quite hungry. I might continue later today, or more likely tomorrow. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you another time.